As Senate pro tempore of the Texas Senate, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce our admired and respected Lieutenant Governor, the Lieutenant Governor of the state of Texas, David Dewhurst.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Senator Ogden. I so admire you and all of our fine senators sitting over the left, members of our House here, my friends, Governor Perry, Speaker Strauss, Chief Justice Jefferson, members of the legislature, my fellow Texans. I am deeply honored to be here today, and once again, to take the oath of office as your Lieutenant Governor, to serve the greatest people on the planet of Earth, the people of Texas. You have my profound gratitude. And Tricia, it's very special for me to have you by my side. And I have our little lovely daughter Carolyn with us today. To me, there's no greater blessing in life than having a wonderful wife and family. And I learned that from a very special woman who loved her children unconditionally, who overcame great adversity, who put her children's future ahead of her own so that we might have a chance to grow up and be half the man our dad was. She was a member of the greatest generation. She was prepared to sacrifice, and she did for both Jean, Don, and myself. You know, I'll never forget, when I first told Mom that I was going to run for statewide office, she looked me square in the eye, and she said, "Son, have you completely lost your mind?" And then she thought about it a little while. And with moist eyes, she said, "David, you've got my blessing as long as you promise me that every day you're in office, you'll push the envelope. You'll help people who have no one else to help them. And the day you don't, you'll get out of office." Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today as your Lieutenant Governor on the shoulders of a very special woman and also with a very special wife. As long as I have the opportunity to serve the people of Texas, I will keep that solemn vow. I will help those who have no one else to help them, to ensure that the promise of opportunity is available to all without favoring the few. To you, the good people of Texas, I'm honored, truly honored by the responsibility that you've entrusted to me. And I promise you that I will use the power that you've loaned me humbly to help all people. You know, there's a lot special about being a Texan. We're independent, optimistic to the core, occasionally stubborn. Those men and women who made their way to Texas, who settled these unforgiving lands, they weren't looking for a handout or a stimulus check. They were simply looking for freedom. To me, what makes Texas so great, it isn't the cattle or the cotton or the crude oil. It's the people of Texas. Yep, we got a... Yes, we've got a lot of challenges facing us in this 2011 session. But we will be successful because our challenges are not bigger than the sheer will and determination of the people of Texas. I know this to be a fact because 8 years ago, when I was sworn in the first time, we were facing some of the same very problems. We didn't shrink from those challenges. We looked at that mountain straight ahead of us and we started climbing. That's exactly what we're going to do again. Working together, we passed major lawsuit reform, school finance. We balanced 4 state budgets without raising taxes while protecting the essential services for our most vulnerable. Job 1 is to balance our budget without raising taxes. To me, when you look at this, in the worst economy in 70 years, although we're doing better in Texas than virtually any other state, with unemployment at its highest in decades, now is not the time to ask families to make do with less so government can spend more. President Ronald Reagan once said, "There are no easy answers, but there are simple answers." Simply put, government must live within its means. This last election, we all know that the people of this country, the people in Texas, spoke loud and clear when they said no to the Washington way. The Washington way, where you spend $5 for every $3 of revenue you take in. That's crazy. In contrast to Washington, we offer limited government to create unlimited opportunity. And we know people agree because they're voting with their feet. They're moving to Texas in larger numbers than any other state in the country. Last year, out of the 500,000 population growth we had in the state of Texas, about 250,000 of the 500,000 came to Texas, voted for Texas with their feet. They came from the other 49 states. And it wasn't because of our weather. It's because we're a fortress of economic freedom, a lone bastion of opportunity in the midst of a global economic crisis. I tell you what I've been hearing over the last 18 months as I've been crisscrossing the state of Texas. I've heard neither a clamor for new taxes nor a call for more government. What I heard was anger over reckless spending in Washington. I've listened to ranchers, doctors, lawyers, factory workers, small business owners, some people who formed a grassroots rebellion against reckless spending, the patriots of the Tea Party. From Boston Harbor in 1773 to Austin, Texas in 2011, I hear the cry of everyday citizens who want to be freed from a distant government which doesn't listen to us, but tries to control our lives at the expense of our liberty. Washington should listen to the people and look to the states. Which I believe are the laboratory of innovation and good government.